What is up, guys? It's your boy Jeff coming to you from Squaw Valley. Check this out. There is nobody on the mountain today. All these chairs on KT22 empty. Run number 1. Just gonna keep it easy. Mostly a groomer. Work on just getting warmed up here. Keep those hands out in front when you're skiing. I don't have poles, but you normally reach forward with your pole. But I'm going to mimic that since I have a selfie stick with my hands. All right, run number 2. My legs are definitely a bit sore from yesterday, but gotta get thrown into the fire. I'm gonna try out KT22 underneath the chairlift. Should be interesting because the snow's not great. Legs are sore, no poles. I'm gonna give it a go. Trick is keep your weight forward on your toes in those boots. That is the key. And then carve right through that, the front of that boot. Right through that shin, straight to your toe. Like any sport, you really want to stay as compact as possible. Soft knees, in that kind of semi-squat position. Same with like e-skating. You kind of want to really keep your weight forward, kind of keeping your hands up and in front of you like a boxer, and just keeping all of your center of gravity as central as possible. Those arms are quite a bit of your actual full body weight, so you want to make sure to keep those close and center. Just getting off of Siberia. I'm gonna go straight down this section. Tons of moguls, probably gonna eat shit, but you get to come along and watch and laugh. So if you're skiing this type of terrain normally with poles, you'd really want to reach out pretty far in front of you with that initial pole and get that thing planted and ski around it. When you don't have the poles, you kind of have to just improvise and kind of do like these little hops, but you really want to be diligent with those arms of yours and the hands and kind of keep them way out in front and really reaching forward and then turning around that actually arm or the pole. No, I'm good. I'll make that video. Thank you. So run number 4, I'm doing Severe again. That was actually pretty sweet. And the moguls weren't so bad, so all the way down, then back to KT. Just because longer runs are always more better. And you always want to try and really drive that ski that's further down the mountain into the snow to really get that nice carve or turn in, and then really lean your body kind of into the side of the mountain, kind of almost uphill a little bit, and that way when you can really lean that body over and almost get your whole body into the side where you almost are going back up the hill. Alright, we've got Red Dog right over here, and right behind me is the women's downhill run, and the sign says all extremely expert. Maybe that's me. We're gonna find out. When the terrain gets this steep, you're almost really just hopping these turns because you can't really carve down because you'll gain too much speed and then lose any kind of control you have to get through all the bumps and the crud. So you really want to hop short little turns just to kind of inch your way down turn by turn, not taking big GS turns like you can on the groomers. Good fight. Good fight. But this is also where it becomes actually very critical to keep those arms in front of you, to keep driving through the front of that boot into your toes, into that ski to keep it on edge. And that way you can also just stay in that semi-squat position and stay soft throughout the whole legs, just to absorb everything that you're going through. Behind me is chute 75. That's where the skull and crossbones sign was, and it looks really gnarly. And there's a storm coming in and visibility is dropping, so I guess I have to do it because it's open. Look at that. It's straight down and it moguls and it's got like rocks and shit. Wish me luck. Hopefully I don't die. This section, you're really just kind of hopping 180 degrees of your skis because it's so icy, and you're trying to get around a lot of the rocks so that way you don't damage your skis any more than necessary. It's really just hopping your way down and then just trying not to get out of control from the snow and then the ice where you can just really start sliding. And because this chute is really only about 8 feet wide, you don't have a lot of room for mistakes. So you really need to keep things super tight and keep those arms right in front of you. Looks like a storm's rolling in, so one more run down, and that'll be 7. Not too bad for a good solid half D. Now, this being the final run, I didn't want to do anything too difficult because you always get hurt on the last run, but these are really my favorite types where you're kind of on semi-groomer, semi-off the piste, and you're just really ripping through some of this terrain where you can keep up your speed, get some bigger turns while also trying to navigate yourself through the crud. It's not the most challenging, but because it's so fast and you can get some really hard carving in, it just makes it super fun. And then just kind of getting through the rocks and some of these little trees and the moguls just adds a little bit of more dynamic, some really great skiing. hope you guys were able to get a little bit of value out of this, maybe a little bit of entertainment from today's video, just some skiing technique if you are planning on getting out there. Same thing really applies to snowboarding also, just staying on that heel or toe edge and really leading with that front arm, whichever is in front, whether you're left foot forward or right foot, keeping that left or right arm in front and guiding with that arm. All right, that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in. This is signing out from Palisades Tahoe, aka Squaw Valley, as us locals like to keep calling it. Good day out here, but storm's rolling in. Hopefully tomorrow we'll be having some fresh snow.